Okay. Okay. Maybe. Okay. Okay. Well, my email is Megan Elizabeth Hubbard. There's a links down here. That's just to the YouTube page. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay. There's an add invite people. Here's a permanent link. I can send that one to you. Let me do that real quick then. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm sending you the link. Hopefully that will work. Okay. Okay. Oh, I see you.
All right. Yeah. Hi. All right. Hi.
Hello. Oh, it's switching back and forth.
Oh, what's switching back and forth?
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start then.
Okay.
I'll just show you my material space a little bit. Today we're gonna talk about cosmos and patterns.
That's perfect. I lost you.
Oh, okay. Is it going in and out?
I don't know. It just after you turn the screen, it kind of stopped for a second. But I got you. I got you back now.
Okay. So today we're going to talk about the cosmos, and we're going to talk about patterns as well. Cosmos relate to the universe. It's a particular or observable part of the universe, so you'll see colors and lights and other things. They're technically called the cosmo, and I'll show you some images to see what they look like. So I'll do a screen share.
Okay.
Okay. Is it sharing? I can't. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah, it is. Yep.
1 second.
Sure. Go ahead.
Okay, here we go. Here are some pictures of the cosmos, and you can see all the beautiful colors, and there's kind of patterns throughout them. The patterns are more organic in these, and we're going to talk about some other types of patterns in just a second. But you can see a lot of variation in different lights and darks. And today we're going to be able to create a pattern using colors. So we're going to talk a little bit about patterns next, because today we're going to be making a pattern with milk, oil, and food coloring. And we're going to mix those into a different pattern. So we're going to look at some other patterns. Like here's one, for example. It's using a lot of line, and it's using color. And it's just repeating different elements. And that's how we make a pattern. We use a motif, and we copy the motif over and over again. So the motif for this pattern would be the little element that's going up and down on the zigzag. And it's repeated in different colors, and that's how we make up this pattern. Now here's another pattern, and it's more organic. The other one was more geometric, but this one's like a more fluid shape. It's the circle, and we're just repeating the circle over and over again, but then we have the blue and the white that's interacting. Let's see. Here's another pattern. It's mixing organic and geometric shapes. And we have a lot of different colors going on here. But the yellow is really popping out to me, and it brings your eye all around the pattern. So next we're going to talk about the color wheel, just so we understand color a little better. Let's see if I can find my color wheel. Here it is. Okay, so we have all the colors in the color wheel, and you should be familiar with each one, but you may not know how they interact. Well, first we're going to talk about analogous colors and complementary colors. So analogous are two colors that are on the same side of the color wheel, like green and blue, red and purple. They're right next to each other, but a complementary color is directly opposite on the color wheel. So that's how we get our blue and orange colors, and they really pop when they're next to each other. Red and green are complementary colors as well. So you may be wondering, how do we make colors like green? Well, we take colors that are either side of the color wheel, like the yellow and the blue, and we mix them together to get the green. Now to make purple, we'd mix blue and red because they're beside the purple. And colors have interactions with each other when they're put together with each other. If you just look at a single color, green is very easy, it's lively, it's safe. Red is very passionate, and it also signals danger to us. So we're going to be looking at that when we make our pattern, and we're going to be carefully selecting our colors. So I have my supplies, so I'm going to go over what I have today. I have milk, food coloring. I've already selected out my colors. I have more though. We have our oil. We have something to mix with. We have paper, and I have my bowl of milk. So first what we're going to do is we're going to take the bowl of milk, and we're going to mix in some oil. I'm going to mix that all around now just to get it in there. Now I've selected certain colors. I've decided on analogous colors, so I got the blues and the greens, but I want to pop it with a little bit of pink just to add some interest. So what we're going to do is we're going to take one color, and we're going to remember a little goes a long way. So we're just going to start making some dots. And then we're going to add in another color. Maybe just 2 dots this time. And then I'm going to pop a little pink in there. Oh, got on my fingers. And then, and then we're going to take the fork and move it around to kind of experiment with the colors. We're going to get this really interesting pattern in here. The oil is separating the colors, so they don't exactly mix, but they're complementing each other and giving us an interesting viewpoint. So I don't know how well you can see it. Let's see.
Well, they do seem to be very distinct from one another as they've been mixed together.
Yeah. So I'm going to attempt to transfer it. I haven't done this yet, so bear with me.
Okay.
So we're supposed to gently press the paper to the pattern. And then lift off. Well, I got something.
An apple.
Yeah, I got an apple. I'm gonna try to make a couple of these because we should try to experiment with that and try to pick out our best ones. Maybe it was a little too much oil this time.
Okay.
So I'm just gently pressing into the milk. I'm not doing it too hard though. It's kind of giving us a spacey, like there's space in between the colors and I'm picking up some colors. So I think it's giving us a really Cosmo-like theme.
Do you have any coffee filters close by that you could try a coffee filter with, or some different kind of paper? Just thinking out loud with you.
Here's a coffee filter. That would have the more of the shape.
Yeah, I don't know if being more absorbent would be helpful for the oil or what.
It kind of got the colors in there on the sides.
Uh-huh.
I guess you get the full effect once it was dry. But I think even the milk water is kind of pretty. They could even take pictures of this.
Yeah, that could be the aesthetic experience itself, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Like
aesthetic.
over time, the pattern's even changing by itself, too. So you could do like a time lapse.
It sure is.
So just to review, today we've learned about patterns and we've seen what a motif is and how it repeats in the pattern. We can repeat colors and shapes and lines. We also talked about the cosmos, which is a body that we can see out in the universe, and it has many colors, shapes, and forms and lights. We've used food coloring today, milk, olive oil, and different types of paper. We've used the coffee filters now.
Yeah. Where'd you pick this lesson up?
I found it somewhere online because I thought it'd be interesting just for little kids to get them to really see the colors mix and everything.
Okay. I was just wondering what the different kinds of ingredients lended themselves, how they lended themselves to the finished product, you know, whether there was a difference if you had just oil and food coloring, just milk and food coloring. I don't know, you know, just thinking out loud a little bit. It's kind of like marbling in a way, but
Yes, it is.
marbling has there's all kind of different ways you can do it, obviously. It'd be interesting, I think, to experiment a little bit with some different kinds of
Yeah, like less oil, more milk.
Yeah. Really try to dial in your formula.
Well, I got a cool kind of pattern on this one. Let's see. Like up at the top, it kind of marbleized more.
Yeah.
Than the other ones. Like I got certain areas that look better than others. So
Yeah.
I guess the recipe needs to be edited a little bit.
Yeah. Now that you've had a chance to do it, you know, you'll need to sit back down with it and tweak it a little bit.
But I
And
was
try
really curious
do
to see how it works.
All right. Well, thanks for sharing it with me. That'll be good enough for now.
Okay, great.
Okay. Thanks, Megan.
Thanks.
All right. Keep going.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
We'll see you. Bye.